Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where the truth is often shoved to the side in favor of comfort, convenience, and self-deception. It's easier to turn a blind eye, to keep your head down, and to stay in your safe little bubble. But let me tell you something. The world doesn't owe you comfort, and reality doesn't care about your feelings. The truth is there, right in front of you, and it's time you wake up. I don't care about your excuses, your reasons for avoiding the truth, or your desire to remain in denial. If you want to succeed in this world, if you want to take control of your destiny, if you want to break free from the shackles of mediocrity, you must face the truth head on. You can't keep running away from it. The truth is your ally, but only if you're brave enough to confront it. Now, I'm not here to coddle you. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. The truth is often harsh, uncomfortable, and downright brutal, but it's the only way to real success. You've been avoiding it, and now it's time to take a long, hard look at what's been standing in your way. You have no more time to waste. The clock is ticking, and the longer you wait to face reality, the further you fall behind. So get ready, because I'm about to lay out 7 cold, hard truths. These are the facts you've been avoiding, the things you've been running from. It's time to wake up and realize the world isn't going to wait for you. If you want to win, it starts with confronting these 7 truths, accepting them, and using them to fuel your success. Let's begin. You are your own biggest obstacle. The first truth you need to face is the fact that you are your own worst enemy. There's no one holding you back but you. I know you've blamed circumstances, bad luck, your upbringing, or the economy for your lack of success, but that's all BS. It's your choices, your habits, your mindset that are keeping you stuck in mediocrity. Let me be clear. If you're not where you want to be in life, it's because of you and nobody else. You've been feeding yourself excuses, justifications, and rationalizations for why you haven't achieved your goals. And that's exactly what has been keeping you from achieving them. The truth is, the most successful people don't make excuses. They make progress. They take full responsibility for their actions, their failures, and their successes. They don't sit around blaming other people or events for their situation. They look in the mirror and acknowledge that they are the ones in control of their fate. If you want to break through the barrier of mediocrity and reach greatness, you need to stop playing the victim. You need to stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect conditions, or the perfect opportunity. They don't exist. The only thing that matters is what you choose to do right now. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a creator of your reality. Your decisions today will shape your tomorrow. So stop making excuses and start making moves. The truth is, most of you are hiding behind your own self-doubt. You're scared to take action, scared of failing, scared of looking foolish. And that fear is what's holding you back. Fear is a poison that keeps you paralyzed, stuck in the same place year after year. But let me tell you, fear is normal. It's a natural part of the process. The key is not to let it control you, to not let it make your decisions for you. The successful person is the one who is willing to feel the fear and do it anyway. Once you realize that the only thing standing between you and success is yourself, it's time to change. You need to start taking responsibility for everything in your life. No more blaming, no more pointing fingers. Own your actions and your decisions, because that's the only way you'll ever get ahead. Stop being the problem and start being the solution. Success is a mindset, and it starts with your thoughts. If you want to break through the barriers in your life, you need to change how you think. Stop thinking like a failure and start thinking like a winner. Winners take action. Winners make decisions. Winners don't wait for things to happen. They make things happen. And you can too. The power to change your life is already within you. It's time to stop holding yourself back. Most people will never be successful, and that's fine. The second truth is one you probably don't want to hear, but it's time to accept it. Most people will never be successful. It's just the way it is. The majority of people are content with mediocrity. They are okay with getting by, with doing the bare minimum, with living lives of quiet desperation. And you know what? That's fine. But don't you dare confuse that with your own potential for success. You see, most people aren't willing to do what it takes to be successful. They're not willing to put in the hours, the effort, or the sacrifice required to achieve greatness. They want shortcuts, they want quick fixes, and they want instant gratification. But life doesn't work that way. Success doesn't come overnight, and it certainly doesn't come without a price. The world is full of people who will tell you that it's impossible, that you can't do it, that you should just settle. But if you listen to them, you're doomed. The truth is, the road to success is a lonely one. It's a road that's traveled by only a few. Most people will fall by the wayside. They'll give up when things get tough. They'll quit when they hit a roadblock, and they'll settle for mediocrity because it's easier. But you, if you're willing to fight for it, you can have everything. You have to be willing to sacrifice what others are not. You have to want success more than you want comfort, more than you want safety, more than you want approval from the people around you. You need to understand that the people who achieve greatness are not those who play it safe, not those who follow the crowd, not those who conform to society's expectations. They're the ones who are willing to risk everything, to face rejection, to take the hard road, and to fight when everyone else is giving up. You have a choice. You can either be part of the majority living a life of quiet desperation, or you can be one of the few who chooses to fight for their dreams. The choice is yours. But don't fool yourself into thinking that the path to success is an easy one. It's not. It's difficult, it's painful, and it requires everything you've got. But if you want it badly enough, if you're willing to pay the price, you can have it. The reality is that most people don't even want success that badly. They talk a good game, they dream about it, but they don't take action, they don't put in the work. And that's why they never make it. But you, if you're willing to outwork, outlast, and outfight everyone else, you can be part of the small minority who achieve greatness. Don't let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others stop you. Comfort is the enemy of growth. If there's one thing you need to understand right now, it's this. Comfort is your enemy. People love comfort. They crave it. They want their lives to be easy, stress-free, and predictable. But let me tell you something. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Success doesn't happen when you're comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. You're stagnating. The truth is, life doesn't care about your comfort. The world doesn't care about your need to feel safe, secure, or relaxed. If you want to succeed, you need to embrace discomfort. You need to put yourself in situations where you are forced to grow, to learn, to adapt. Every successful person you admire has gone through periods of intense discomfort. They've faced challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that pushed them to their limits. And it was through those moments of discomfort that they grew. Comfort is a trap. It's an illusion that convinces you that everything is okay, when in reality, it's just holding you back. It keeps you stuck in your little bubble, in your little world of mediocrity. If you want to break free from that, you need to step outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself. You need to do things that scare you, things that make you uncomfortable. That's where growth happens. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you did something that scared you? When was the last time you pushed yourself beyond what you thought was possible? If you're not constantly challenging yourself, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. Growth requires discomfort. And if you're not willing to face it, you're never going to get ahead. The successful person knows this. They embrace discomfort because they know that it's through struggle that they'll become stronger, better, and more capable. They understand that the road to success is not paved with ease and relaxation. It's paved with hard work, sacrifices, and a willingness to push through the pain. If you're not willing to endure discomfort, you're not willing to succeed. So the next time you feel yourself getting too comfortable, realize that you're doing yourself a disservice. Comfort will never get you to where you want to be. It will only keep you stuck. If you want growth, if you want success, you need to embrace the discomfort that comes with it. People will doubt you, and that's okay. Let's be real for a second. People will doubt you. They will question your abilities, your decisions, and your dreams. They will tell you that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, that you're wasting your time. And you know what? That's okay. It doesn't matter. In fact, it's a sign that you're on the right path. Most people are too afraid to pursue their own dreams, so they'll try to bring you down to their level. They'll try to convince you that your aspirations are unrealistic, that you should settle for a life of mediocrity. But let me tell you something. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. The only person you need to prove anything to is yourself. Doubt from others is just a reflection of their own insecurities, their own fears. It has nothing to do with you. It's a defense mechanism they use to keep themselves from facing their own failures. But that's not your problem. Your job is to stay focused, to ignore the noise, and to keep pushing forward regardless of what others think. Every successful person has faced doubt. Every person who has achieved greatness has had people tell them they couldn't do it. But they didn't listen. They didn't stop. They didn't let the opinions of others dictate their actions. And that's why they succeeded. If you want to succeed, you need to do the same. Don't let the doubt of others hold you back. You are the one who determines your success, not them. The more you pursue greatness, the more doubt you'll face. The more you challenge the status quo, the more people will try to tear you down. But that's the price of success. That's the cost of going after what you really want. The doubters will always be there, but you don't have to listen to them. You can prove them wrong. And when you do, you'll stand tall, knowing that you didn't let their doubt stop you. Action is everything. Enough with the planning, enough with the talking, enough with the dreaming. The truth is, without action, nothing happens. You can think about your goals, you can write them down, you can visualize them all you want, but unless you take action, it's all just fantasy. Success requires action. It requires you to get off your ass and do the work. There are far too many people who waste their lives talking about what they want to do, but never actually do anything. They spend their time in meetings and discussions and debates, but they never take the first step. And that's why they never achieve anything. They talk a big game, but they never put in the work. The most successful people are those who take massive action. They don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect opportunity. They create their own opportunities. They make things happen. And that's why they succeed. They understand that action is the key to turning dreams into reality. You want to be successful? Then stop talking about it. Stop planning endlessly. Stop hoping for the right moment. There is no right moment. The right moment is now. Start moving, start doing. Start taking massive action toward your goals. Action is the only thing that will bring you closer to success. If you're not taking action every day, then you're wasting time, you're wasting potential. And time is the most valuable resource you have. You can get more money, you can make more connections, you can learn new skills, but you can never get time back. So stop wasting it. Start acting. Stop hoping things will magically happen. They won't. Action is everything. Failure is part of success. Let's face the truth. Failure is inevitable. No matter how hard you try, no matter how prepared you are, you're going to fail. But that doesn't mean it's the end. In fact, failure is just part of the process. It's through failure that you learn, grow, and improve. Failure is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Most people fear failure so much that they avoid it at all costs. They play it safe, stay in their comfort zones, and never take risks. But that's not how success works. The most successful people are the ones who fail the most. They fail, they learn from it, and then they get up and try again. They don't let failure define them, they let it drive them. Failure is not a reflection of your worth or your potential. It's a reflection of your willingness to take risks. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. The truth is, every successful person has failed multiple times. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not the absence of failure, but their ability to get back up, dust themselves off, and keep going. If you're afraid of failure, you'll never get anywhere. You'll stay stuck in your comfort zone, too afraid to take the necessary risks to move forward. But if you embrace failure, if you understand that it's part of the journey, you'll find success waiting for you. So the next time you fail, don't be discouraged. Don't be defeated. Learn from it. Use it to fuel your next attempt. Every failure brings you one step closer to success. And that's the truth. You're running out of time. The final truth you need to face is that time is not on your side. You are running out of time. Every day you waste, every day you avoid taking action, you're getting closer to the day when it will be too late. Time is the one thing you can never get back, and you're using it up every second. We like to think that we have all the time in the world, but we don't. Life is short. The clock is ticking. Every moment you waste is a moment you'll never get back. So stop procrastinating. Stop waiting for the right time. There is no right time. The time is now. If you keep putting things off, if you keep making excuses, you'll wake up one day and realize that it's too late. Don't let that happen. Take action today. Start working on your goals today. Stop waiting for some magical moment to arrive. You have to create that moment yourself. The reality is, you're not going to be young forever. You're not going to have endless opportunities. Time is finite. And if you don't start making the most of it, you'll regret it when it's gone. Every decision you make today affects your future. So don't waste any more time. Start living with urgency. Start living with purpose. The clock is ticking, and you can't afford to waste another second. Time waits for no one, and it's time for you to realize that. You have to act now if you want to create the future you want. You can't keep waiting. You can't keep making excuses. The time to take control of your life is now. Time is your most valuable asset, and if you're not using it wisely, you're squandering it. The conclusion of this speech is simple. Wake up. Stop avoiding the truth. You are in control of your own destiny, and it's time to face the reality that nothing is going to change until you do. The world doesn't care about your excuses or your comfort. If you want success, you have to fight for it. Stop blaming others, stop making excuses, and start taking action. Time is running out. You have no more time to waste. The clock is ticking, and every minute you spend avoiding the hard truths is a minute you could be using to get closer to the life you've dreamed of. Stop hiding behind distractions, stop settling for less, and start taking responsibility for your own fate. The world doesn't care about your dreams unless you are willing to fight for them. The time for excuses is over. You are capable of more than you realize, but that capability will remain dormant unless you wake up and take action. Do you think the successful people you admire waited around for their big break? Do you think they sat back and hoped their lives would magically fall into place? No, they worked their asses off. They faced their fears, they endured pain, rejection, and failure, and they came out on top because they refused to quit. And you can do the same. Your future is in your hands and you have the power to shape it, but only if you start facing the hard truths about your own life and begin making the necessary changes. If you want to get to the top, you have to stop fooling around with mediocrity and embrace the discomfort that comes with success. Most people aren't going to do this, but you can. You are capable of extraordinary things, but you must first choose to confront reality head on and take action without hesitation. The time to act is now. No more waiting. No more pretending that things will change if you do nothing. The truth is that nothing will change until you change. The road to success is hard, but it's not impossible for you or anyone else willing to put in the work. The question is, are you ready to stop avoiding the truth and finally get serious about making your dreams a reality? You will face obstacles, doubts, and moments of discomfort. That's guaranteed. But what separates those who succeed from those who fail is the willingness to keep moving forward no matter what. Every successful person has faced their own struggles, but the difference is that they didn't give up. They didn't stop when it got hard, and neither should you. So I'm telling you now, wake up. Stop avoiding the truth. You have the power to create your own future. You have the strength to push through the struggles, to face the fear, and to keep going when others quit. You can achieve greatness if you're willing to put in the work. But it starts with a decision. The decision to face reality, to take action, and to never back down from the challenge. The world doesn't owe you anything, but it will reward those who are willing to work for it. So make that decision today. Stand up, take responsibility, and start making the changes necessary to turn your dreams into a reality. Time is running out, but it's not too late. The only thing standing between you and your success is the truth you've been avoiding, and it's time to face it. Now go. Do what needs to be done. Take control of your life, take control of your destiny, and don't look back. You've got this.